We went to a pizzeria in Jakarta. We left having fed live penguins. I'm not joking. Jakarta might be one of the most underrated tourist destinations for families, and after spending time here with our kids, I'm convinced more parents need to know about it. If you're searching for things to do in Jakarta with kids, or wondering what to do in Jakarta when it rains, these are our top 5 indoor things to do with kids in Jakarta, plus 2 bonus outdoor spots we are saving for next time. If you're looking for unique things to do in Jakarta, this is the one. We came here for pizza and pasta. What we did not expect was a live penguin enclosure inside the restaurant. When we arrived, there was actually a feeding show happening, so a section was closed off with kids and parents watching. Little did we know that this is actually part of the aquarium. More on that later. For a bit it was loud and chaotic, but once that crowd left, the restaurant itself was calm. We were seated right next to the penguin enclosure. This alone already felt so unique. But then it got better. After we ordered, the server came back and explained that because we'd spent 500,000 rupiah on food, 2 of us were invited to go inside and feed the penguins. We had no idea this was even a possibility. Because our girls are so young, I was allowed to go in with them. It is one of those completely unexpected travel moments we didn't plan for. They even offered photos for purchase if that's something you're interested in. And inside the restaurant, there's also a play table for kids. Who would have thought a pizzeria in Jakarta would end with our kids feeding penguins? This is one of the best things to do in Jakarta with family. For families wondering where to go in Jakarta with kids, the Jakarta Aquarium Safari inside Central Park Mall is worth a visit. This was such a positive experience for our family. It was not crowded, and there are interactive stations set up with staff members where kids can learn about different animals and even touch some of them. The staff were kind and attentive throughout. All 3 of our kids loved this, including our youngest. Planned for about 2 hours here. If your kids love aquariums, this is one of the best things to do in Jakarta, indoors and air-conditioned, perfect to avoid the heat. We had visited Kidzania once before in Dubai, and it was a great experience. So now that the girls are older, we figured we'd return. The facilities themselves are good. However, we went on a weekday and it was packed with school groups. It was messy, chaotic, and overwhelming. We were told the groups would clear out around 3 p.m. By that point, we were all overstimulated and left before that even happened. The girls still found things to enjoy. But don't be like us showing up with 0 expectations. Go in informed, and if you're going on a weekday, mentally prepare for crowds, or consider going on a weekend instead to avoid school groups. My next recommendation is a stay at a luxury hotel in Jakarta. I'm including this because Jakarta might be one of the only major cities in the world where you can experience true luxury at an affordable price. If you're researching luxury hotels in Jakarta for families, every property we stayed at treated our kids wonderfully, with thoughtful kid amenities throughout. If you have young children, this is absolutely worth doing as you can take advantage of all the amenities these hotels offer, such as heated indoor pools, incredible views, excellent food, and the level of comfort that makes traveling with kids easier. We've done full reviews on the Four Seasons Jakarta, the Park Hyatt Jakarta, and the Langham Jakarta. Links are in the description if you want a full breakdown on each one and how we booked. This one might be very Asia-specific, and it might not be for everyone, but as a family, we actually enjoy mall culture here. It's such a different experience from the West, and honestly, one of the best fun things to do in Jakarta when the heat or the rain rolls in. We spent time at Grand Indonesia, Central Park Mall, and Pacific Place Mall. Pacific Place Mall has Kidzania, Central Park Mall has the aquarium, and all malls have excellent dining options and even grocery stores. We also got all 3 kids' haircuts done at Grand Indonesia, where they took walk-ins. The staff were quick and great with kids, and it ended up being such an easy, pleasant experience. If you're traveling with kids, a good mall in Jakarta can be a really exciting experience. We didn't get to do everything, so here are 2 spots we're already planning for our next Jakarta trip with the kids. The first one is Tebet Eco Park, an eco-friendly outdoor space with a playground and walking bridges. Looks like a great way to get the kids outside and moving. And next is Habitat Park, where you can feed animals like deer and tortoises. We actually wanted to fit this in during our Langham Jakarta stay, but ran out of time. Jakarta is honestly such an underrated destination for families. If you've been wondering what to do in Jakarta with kids, or searching for the best things to do in Jakarta, Indonesia, hopefully this gave you some practical ideas. Between the food, the malls, the hotels, and yes, the penguin feeding at the pizzeria, there is so much more to the city than people give it credit for. We will absolutely be back. If this helped you plan a trip to Jakarta with your kids, we'd love to have you in our Travel and Go family community. Hit subscribe and join us. And if you enjoyed this one, a like means so much to us and our channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!